Olympic gold medalist from Florida released this week shows that Tori Bowie died from complications related to childbirth. The 32-year-old world champion sprinter was believed to be about 8 months pregnant. The medical examiner listed preeclampsia, high blood pressure disorder, and respiratory distress as possible causes of death. Now, her death, not an anomaly. Expecting moms are dying at rates not seen since the 60s, especially black mothers. And in Palm Beach County, an old school practice is taking root to turn this around.
I'm just so happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive.
April 5th, a day Rachel Bell Reese will never forget.
I was fighting for my life, and any cord I could find, I yanked my IV, I yanked my oxygen cord. Anything I can pull, I just started panicking.
Seconds after the new mom's scheduled C-section, the chest pains began. She says the nurses shrugged it off. In Palm Beach County, the number of maternal deaths is higher than the state and national average. For black women, the outcome nearly 3 times worse.
So when they do tell me things like, oh, I told my doctor this, and he was like, oh, it's fine, and I'm like, no, we can't let that happen.
Bree Spence is part of the first class of doulas from a program through Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies, specifically created to drive down death rates for black mothers. A lot of focus nowadays on care after birth.
So the fact that our doulas stick with mom for 3 months postpartum, I think that's having a larger impact than we ever anticipated.
So when I saw this program happen, I'm like, I have to do it.
Courtney Williams says her own bad experience of doctors dismissing her concerns during pregnancy is why she signed up for the new doula program. Today, she says her job is to be a watchman on the wall.
And if anything is off, we may step out into the nurse's station. And I've had to do that before and say, hey, we've been asking for help for maybe 30 minutes. Can someone come in?
So you think your skin color had something to do with it?
I think it's definitely a factor.
Bell Reese's nightmare ended when she woke up in the ICU 3 days after giving birth. Doctors were able to stop her from bleeding out.
Blessed. I am just so blessed.
Today, that 10-year-old girl she delivered is proof she is one of the lucky ones. The Healthy Mothers, Healthy Baby Doula program just received a healthy infusion from Congresswoman Sheila McCormick to keep training and teaching this evidence-based model. The data does show it is working.